Hello, my name's Elizabeth Damstrom, and I'm doing my assignment. My Moodle activity is the glossary, and I'm using CaptureCast Chrome screen recording to do this assignment. First thing I do, I'm using my evidence-based class, Nursing 3330, and the first thing I do is turn on my editing. And from there, I choose a block. In my case, I use dates, and then I scroll down to the bottom and add an activity. And my activity that I'm choosing, like I said, is glossary. So I just click on the glossary from the list, and then I add, down at the bottom, add. And from there, I get a screen that says adding a new glossary for my module. And I put the term that I want in. So I chose P value, since my course is evidence-based and does research. And then I define it. And from there, I scroll down and I choose a glossary type. I chose the secondary glossary type because of because I can add unlimited number of entries. In other words, any number of terms that I wanted to define. And with the main glossary, I would have to import terms. My next decision I have to make is the entries, and approved by default. I would use yes if I wanted to be seen by everyone. Under entries is also allowed for editing if I wanted students to edit. They get up to 30 minutes to do that. Duplicate entries is that means that and so if I couldn't remember what that stood for, I would just go to my question mark, and it would tell me. It says, if enabled, multiple entries can have the same concept name. So I would do yes on that one. Allow comments on the entries. Again, allow students to comment. And then automatically link glossary to other entries. I would do yes. And this gives, it's an auto link kind of thing, and it links the concept to other parts of the course when applicable. So I go down to appearance, since that's my next area that I have to make a decision. So the first part under appearance is display format. And you can have the simple dictionary style, which is probably what I'm thinking about. But since my course is evidence-based, I'd like it with the author, since we would need to know where the information came from. And approval display format is, again, you just use the down menu, and you could have a variety of formats. And I'll choose full with author. Entries shown per page, you just type in a number, and I chose 4 per page. And show alphabet links. This just means that you can look up the term in alphabetical order. Show all links. I would do yes. And you can browse through the entries one at a time. The special link, again, just uses special symbols such as the @ or the £sign. Allow print view. In other words, this gives it a user-friendly printer view where you can print from. Next is the RSS feed. I've never used this section before, but you could have the RSS feed by looking down your options, your concept with authors, which again I would choose over none, and concepts without author. And also then you could choose the number of articles that would hit, and the suggested numbers was between 5 and 20. Then you have to make a decision in the grade area. So the grade category, if you were going to grade this assignment, then the grade would follow under certain categories, such as for my grade book, I have discussion question, my essay questions, final reflective, my PICO questions, quizzes, and I also have a research paper. So I would choose one of those categories, or earlier when I set up the grade book, I would add a special category for research terms. Grade to pass. Again, this setting determines the minimum grade required to pass. I haven't used this because the students know that it's 75%, but that's the grade to pass the course. They have to make at least a 75%, and then if you're passing, all your grades are in green. If you're failing, they're highlighted in red. Next, you go down to ratings. Roles with permission to rate. Aggregate type. This one, again, you can click on the blue question mark. I usually you have certain ways you can go, and I've used the average of ratings, maximum ratings, a minimum, or sum of ratings. So I usually use the average of ratings, and that helps with when it calculates the final grade. From there, you can do the dates from the course to the end of the course, and so you can add those in if you want to enable those. Then you need to go to common module settings, and you can have them show on the course page, hide from students, and hide or make available but not shown on the course page. I think I usually do show on course page. And from there, you can restrict access. So you can add restrictions if you don't want a certain person to see it. Then you go down to activity completion. So you can completion tracking. I like using this one. Students can manually mark the activity as completed. It's just a way of organizing that after they complete something, they can check mark it, that they did it. And to me, it's helpful when I've done it. And I've heard students say that it's pretty helpful to complete this one. And tags, you just enter your tags. And I've never used this one. And I also don't know exactly how I would use it to make it effective and make it a part of learning. So the last thing you need to do is you need to remember to save and return to the course, or save and display. Don't be like me and forget sometimes. So thank you.